Ange Postecoglou was sacked less than 24 hours before losing his job. He sat in a press conference and faced 4 trap questions designed to destroy his credibility.
But we all know run of form teams on, so how important is it for the team and for you to get a win this weekend?
Watch what he did.
Always important to win the next game, irrespective of what's happened previously, and no different tomorrow.
Even when you handle trap questions perfectly, it might not save your job. But here's what it does protect: your reputation, your next opportunity, and your professional credibility. In the next 9 minutes, I'm breaking down the 7 formulas that neutralize journalists' trap questions. Then I'll show you exactly what Ange did right in that interview and why it matters, even though he got sacked. Because this isn't about saving your current position. This is about protecting your career. The first trap catches almost everyone. Let's break it down. Journalists use trap questions for one reason: to create headlines. They don't actually want analysis or insight. They want emotional reactions, controversial quotes, sound bites they can turn into clickbait articles. The loaded comparison trap comes in many forms. Your striker has 3 goals. Theirs has 12. Explain that. You've spent $100 million and gotten worse. Why? Last manager was in the Champions League. You're mid-table. What happened? The trap is that it frames the situation in the worst possible light and demands you defend yourself. Here's the defense formula. The comparison overlooks specific context. Our focus is current metric or objective. The relevant measurement is fair comparison, where we show specific progress or data. Now, watch how this works with that striker question. The comparison overlooks our striker's role in creating opportunities for others. Our focus is total attacking output. The relevant measurement is goals plus assists, where we show 2.1 combined contributions per game versus their 1.8. See what happened? I didn't defend the 3 goals. I didn't get emotional. I reframed the comparison with context and better metrics that actually tell the full story. The trap 2 is pure emotional manipulation. How angry are you with that performance? The fans are furious. Shouldn't you be embarrassed? Are you disappointed in your players? They want you emotional, angry, defensive, flustered, because emotional people say things they regret, and that creates headlines. The defense formula. Emotion doesn't improve performance. Analysis does. Specific observation identifies clear issue.
Trap 3, the speculation confirmation.
This is a classic trap. Reports say player X wants to leave. Can you confirm? Are you interested in signing player Y? Is it true the board set a points target? They're trying to get you to confirm speculation, which immediately makes it news. Even if you deny it, the headline becomes "Manager denies player wants out," which still suggests there might be a problem. Defense formula. I don't comment on speculation. What I can confirm is factual information. Our focus is current priority with specific metric. Response. I don't comment on speculation. What I can confirm is his 94% training attendance and 2.1 goals per game this season. Our focus is Saturday's lineup, utilizing his current excellent form.
Trap 4, the crisis escalation.
Journalists love escalating situations into crises. Is this the worst crisis in club history? 3 losses in a row. How low can it go? Fans are calling for protests. Your message to them? They want you to either admit it's a crisis or angrily deny it. Both responses feed the narrative. Defense formula. Perspective requires factual context. Current 12th position compared to our relegation battles in 2018-19 shows this is a manageable situation, not a crisis. Improvement plan targets 8th place through 1.8 points per game over our next 10 matches. I acknowledged the situation without calling it a crisis, provided historical context that shows we've been in worse positions, and gave a specific improvement plan with measurable targets.
This one gets nasty. Critics say you're out of your depth. Some call you a fraud. Response. Do you have the experience for this level? Direct attacks on your competence. They want you defensive, angry, or rattled. Defense formula. Response. Professional credibility comes from results, not opinions. Our 23-point improvement over 12 months demonstrates tactical progression. Energy focuses on European qualification through 2.0 points per game over our final 8 matches.
This trap forces you to choose between two bad options. Do you prioritize results or performances? Is it the player's fault or your tactics? Are you a defensive or attacking coach? The trap is that both answers are wrong. Football isn't binary. Defense formula. Response. The question creates an artificial choice. Professional football requires sustainable performance driving consistent results. Our approach integrates process-focused training, achieving 78% win rate over our last 15 games. I exposed the false choice and explained how both elements integrate, then provided evidence of the integrated approach working.
The final trap preys on insecurity. Worried about relegation? Running out of time to save your job? What if things don't improve? They want fear, uncertainty, doubt. They want you to show weakness or make desperate promises. Defense formula? Response? Preparation prevents speculation. Our 8-point buffer with 10 games remaining provides mathematical security. Action plan focuses defensive organization, delivering maximum 1.2 goals conceded per game. I replaced fear with facts, provided mathematical context showing we're safe, and gave a specific performance target that addresses the area needing improvement. Now let's go back to Ange Postecoglou's interview before he was sacked. 4 trap questions, less than 24 hours before being sacked. Watch how he handled them using the exact formulas I just taught you.
But we all know the run of form the team's on, so how important is it for the team and for you to get a win this weekend?
Yeah, always important to win the next game, irrespective of what's happened previously. And
He used our formula from Trap 2, refused to relitigate the past, focused forward only, gave them nothing emotional to quote. Trap 2, the crisis meeting.
Suggested there may have been, before the international break, there may have been talks with yourself and the owner. Did that happen during the international break, and any sort of discussions about what's been happening?
no, and no, we're just getting on with it.
One word, no elaboration, no justification. Straight from our speculation confirmation formula. I don't comment on speculation. Trap 3, the pressure admission.
But does it feel like it because of the run of form, because of the noise and the pressure and the atmosphere around the city where everyone else is?
The journalist was smirking, and Ange called it out.
If you look at it through the prism of, I'm a failed manager who's lucky to get this job, and you're smirking at me, but that's what's been said, right?
Then he did something brilliant. Instead of getting defensive, he told 2 complete stories. Story 1, their narrative. Failed manager, lucky to get another chance, under pressure after 5 weeks. Story 2, the facts. Took Tottenham from 8 with no European football to 5th place. Won a trophy, the club's mandate. Got Champions League football, finished 17th because I prioritized the trophy run. Then the closer.
Where there's a different story to tell, that maybe I'm not a failed manager who was lucky to get this job, but maybe I'm a manager that if you give them time, the story always ends the same. At all my previous clubs, it ends the same with me and a trophy.
That's our personal attack defense formula in action. Professional credibility comes from results, not opinions, followed by specific achievements. Trap 4, the implied inadequacy. Built into the entire line of questioning was this message: you're not good enough. And his final statement.
And all I said were not opinion, they were just facts. That's just where we sit. I'm not going to waste my time or my energy worrying about that. I will do what I think is the right thing to do to bring success to this football club.
Data over emotion, pattern over panic, but complete formula. He handled every single trap perfectly, and he still got sacked. So what's the point if perfect communication doesn't save your job? Here's the point. That interview, it's now part of Ange's professional portfolio. When the next club considers hiring him, they'll watch how he handled pressure, how he stayed composed, how he backed himself with data, not desperation. You know what they won't see? Panic, blame, excuses, emotional meltdowns, burning bridges. The job might end, but your reputation doesn't have to. Bad communication during a crisis follows you forever. Professional communication during a crisis opens the next door. Next video, I'm analyzing the 5 phrases that winners use and losers avoid. The data is shocking, and if you're using even one of these phrases, sponsors are noticing. Hit subscribe if you want to master professional communication. And to Ange Postecoglou, that was a masterclass. Your next club is lucky to get you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.